seems like the community is dying, man. It seems like the game is suffering. I saw this one tweet from Mrekk saying that newly ranked maps don't even get 50 scores anymore.
Now, at first when I heard this, I genuinely thought that it was fake. There was no shot that the mapping scene is currently that dead. But yesterday, I decided to check for myself and downloaded a random map, specifically this one that I just randomly found and recently got ranked. And not only did I get one, but I actually got 2 #1 scores, just because of the fact that the leaderboard was filled with like at max 3 scores. But yeah, what's up everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I hope that everyone who is watching is currently having an amazing day. Before we do get started though, if you want to help me out in my journey to become the most subscribed Osu News channel on YouTube, then be sure to hit that sub button, it would really be appreciated. So on July 6th of 2025, the #1 player in the world by the name of Mrekk posted this tweet right here. It pains me to see ranked maps nowadays that have been ranked for 1 to 2 weeks already and not even have 50 scores submitted, plus top players aren't even playing the newly ranked high star maps. In the past, before 2021-ish, shit would be filled legit instantly, at least within a day or any map. Now everything just feels dead and I'm the only one playing the new high star ranked maps in the ranked section. Unfortunately, it's slowly killing my drive to play. I see a lot of good scores that should get more recognition but never get recognition because not many people care about new ranked maps anymore. Sad times. And now this tweet sparked a pretty big debate in the Osu community. Like for example, Maliszewski hopped in and said this: "Unfortunately, there's no real purpose in playing harder maps on Nomad or even easier ones unless you're doing it for stats, score, leaderboards, SS, etc. We've pushed PvP to such an extreme that playing anything other than DT feels pointless. The maps are simply too difficult and the only thing you get from them is an increase in ranked score. I don't blame top players for avoiding those maps. That skill set currently has no real value unless you genuinely enjoy grinding leaderboards or want to improve your tournament skill just to compete for 1 month of Osu support." You're 100% right. The game should be about enjoying the gameplay itself, but a lot of players, especially at the top, decide to chase numbers instead because of the need of rivalization. My point here is that it's pretty much the PP system's fault. It makes people value performance more and makes them decide to play swap maps that give PP instead of actual quality maps and compete for leaderboards on those, which Mrekk was complaining about. Akolibed, on the other hand, blames all this on CSR, in which he said this on a tweet: "It all started when CSR happened. In my opinion, I understood when game is dead when it all happened. Everyone cares about getting PP now. New cool maps? Nah, ranked section is dead." He also clarified that he was drunk while making that tweet, but regardless, he still thinks that the game is dead currently. Fire Rage didn't completely agree with Akolibed on this, in which he replied with his own take: "CSR didn't cause the hyperfixation on PP maps, but it made it a lot more pronounced because the rework itself didn't also fix inherent issues with the PP system. I'm not necessarily disagreeing that CSR has had a negative impact. In my opinion, it has, but context is pretty important there." We also have a take from a mapper by the name of Devious Panda, which he said this: "Without any way of rotating old maps out, and constant influx of content just guarantees that new maps are getting less play count. It's unfortunate, but I think it's a natural course the game is going to take." Devious Panda also stated that giving players any type of incentive to play maps that isn't PP would really help in this situation. The good thing in this situation is that osugame is indeed taking action for this. When this post was made, they instantly responded with this: "A friendly reminder to take a few minutes to fill out the ongoing survey which aims to get more insights into the temperature of the Osu player base regarding newly ranked beat maps." And I would have shared the link to you as well, but unfortunately the survey has ended. It is a known fact throughout the community that since 2020 or 2021 the game has been slowly into a decline. However, Osu is not the only game that is affected by this. You can pretty much say about any other game as well, since a lot of people are now free to go outside, believe it or not. Currently, the game peaks at around 12k players a day, which in its own is still not really a bad number when you consider that a lot of fighting games, for example, don't even peak near this number, but it's definitely lower than what it has been in the past. But what do you personally think about this situation? Do you think that there can be other course of action taken by the community itself as well? Or do you think that this is something that the PP dev devs at OSU should handle themselves. Do let me know your opinions on this situation down in the comment section. If you still haven't watched the 9th episode of the Beat Talk podcast featuring Spaza17, then be sure to click the video that is on screen right now. It is basically an interview episode, so be sure to watch it if you haven't missed it. For some reason it didn't really get recommended. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.